Your abs are already there. Right now, under whatever you're carrying, a full six-pack is sitting on your stomach, fully formed, waiting. And you've spent months, maybe years, doing crunches to build something that's already built. That's the part nobody tells you. Abs aren't a strength problem, they're a visibility problem. And there's exactly one number that decides whether yours ever show up. Most people training their core have never even measured it. So let's fix that. Here's the thing your 6 a.m. ab routine doesn't want you to know. The rectus abdominis, the muscle that makes the six-pack shape, is one of the easiest muscles in your body to develop. It's working every time you stand up, walk, brace, or lift. You're not weak there. You never were. If anything, your abs are probably stronger than you give them credit for. The reason you can't see it is the layer sitting on top of it, subcutaneous fat, a thin sheet of tissue between your muscle and your skin. When that layer is thick enough, it doesn't matter how strong or developed your abs are underneath. They're hidden, like a sculpture under a blanket. Adding more muscle under the blanket doesn't move the blanket. This is where the whole do more ab work advice falls apart. More crunches build the statue. They do absolutely nothing to the blanket. Now, here's the part that actually makes people angry, because they've been sold the opposite their entire lives. You cannot spot reduce. You cannot burn fat from a specific area by training that area. Doing 1,000 crunches does not melt belly fat. Your body decides where it pulls fat from based on genetics and hormones, and it does not care which muscle you just exhausted. A study from the University of Massachusetts had subjects do thousands of sit-ups over weeks and then measured the fat cells directly. The fat sitting on the abdomen didn't shrink any more than fat anywhere else. The crunches built endurance. They didn't reveal anything. Sit with that for a second. Weeks of work, thousands of reps, zero change to the fat you were actually trying to lose. That's not a motivation problem at your end. That's the wrong tool aimed at the wrong target. So if you've been hammering your abs hoping they'll show through, I've got bad news. That number we mentioned, it's body fat percentage. For most men, abs start becoming visible somewhere around 15%, and the full defined look shows up closer to 10 to 12. Above that, the blanket's too thick. Below it, the abs you already have just appear. No extra ab work required. And here's the cruel twist. Endless heavy ab training can actually work against the look you want. Train the obliques and deep core muscles hard enough, and they thicken, which can make your waist look slightly wider, not tighter. You can grind yourself into a blockier midsection while wondering why you look less defined than the guy who barely does abs at all. So no, I'm not saying ab training is useless. I knew you were about to think that. Direct ab work has its place. It builds the thickness and the pop that makes a six-pack look impressive once it's visible. It's the finishing detail. It is not the thing that uncovers them. You can't finish a painting you haven't unwrapped. Here's what actually controls whether your abs show, in order of how much it matters. First, a calorie deficit. This is 90% of it. You reveal abs in the kitchen, not the gym. That sentence is going to annoy some of you, and it's still true. Eat slightly less than you burn, consistently, and the blanket gets thinner week by week. There is no way around this one, and no supplement that replaces it. Not fat burners, not waist trainers, not the fasted cardio you keep getting told is mandatory. Slightly less in than out, held long enough to matter. Second, total body training. The more muscle you carry everywhere, the higher your resting metabolism, and the easier the deficit becomes. Big compound movements, pull-ups, dips, squats, push-ups, burn more and build more than any isolation ab circuit ever will. Your abs get more reveal from a heavy pull-up session than from 100 crunches. Third, and only third, some direct ab work for thickness. A few focused sets a week. That's it. That's the finishing touch, not the main event. This is exactly the order the Calisthenics Playbook is built around. Full body progression first, deficit-friendly structure, and core work placed where it actually belongs instead of dominating your week. It's the system that gets the blanket off before you start polishing the statue underneath. Links below if you want the whole thing mapped out for you. So let's go back to the start. Your abs aren't missing. They were never missing. They've been there the entire time, fully built, sitting under a layer you've been ignoring while you attacked the one thing that was already working. Stop trying to build what's already there. Start uncovering it. Get your body fat down, train your whole body, and let the six-pack you already own finally show up. It's not a stronger core you need. It's a thinner blanket